I'm waiting in my cold cell for this podcast to begin. I'm missing my best friend. What is this? He's just walked in. But to my surprise, he sits down in a sour mood.
Not a sour mood.
The sands of time have been unfair to my dude. I better stop. I will get copyright claimed.
Demonetized, baby.
And demonetized because I am highly accurate with my renditions.
Yeah.
Almost 100%. I'm in the 99th percentile, I do believe.
I just had to climb like the largest ladder in the world to start recording this podcast. So I'm a little rattled because I had to like stand on a table for a second and I heard it go. I was like, fuck. So
you almost died.
Almost died.
Your life flashed before your eyes.
Yeah.
I was going to say we're in a fully fledged production studio.
Yeah.
And so we're recording this while other people are recording other shows, and we don't want to interrupt. But it's not a fully fledged studio, because if it was a fully fledged studio, we would fucking have, we would freaking have.
And this is archive channel. I don't care, but.
Oh, you don't care? I'm glad I didn't upset you. It's for my own. First of all, I want to become a better person. And I think a part of that is being a nicer person. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe cursing less in the first 5 minutes of the podcast would do me good. Anyways, if it was a fully fledged studio, we'd have somebody up there to run the board, but we don't. Maybe someday we will. Local loyal viewer out there.
Oh,
Johnny.
Damn. Hello.
You were a loyal viewer once, long ago, and now...
Still am, dude.
It's funny because you still are. You watch so much Mega64.
Oh, dude.
You watch more Mega64 than I do. And I'm in this shit.
I probably watch it more now than ever. Like, I feel like I watch everything just to, like, know. I feel like I have to be, like, the database for everything.
That officially makes you the #1 fan.
That's me, #1 fan, baby.
You are.
I don't know who to diss.
You don't need to diss
Doc
anybody.
Ryan, come on.
We don't need to diss anyone. You're an internet soldier who has risen through the ranks and have been promoted to, lieutenant, sergeant,
dude.
First Commander Johnny. First Commander Johnny of the internet soldiers.
Yeah, dude.
And I think that could be a lesson to other internet soldiers out there. You never know. Clearly, there's still more roles to be filled here.
I'm definitely going to lead them into battle. Like, I'm, suited for leadership.
The internet soldiers do battle. It's a philosophical battle, and
Yeah.
it's mostly on the front of the comedy war.
Yeah.
The internet soldiers are out here representing true internet comedy, not that funny bullshit mainstream shit that isn't actually funny, real true comedy.
It's a double-sided war because, like, when I was in the, the shit, I would, I would constantly get questions from my mom, like, What are you doing in there? What are you watching? What is this Mega69?
When I was in the shit. When I was in the front line,
I saw shit,
my
dude.
family didn't understand what it was like. I tried to explain it to them. They looked at me with blank stares.
So you're at war with comedy and your parents because they don't understand what you're doing or what you're watching all day. But my mom finally understands.
Mega64 represents a special brand of comedy, I think, on the internet. And a lot of people say that Mega64, influenced their brand and their sense of humor. I was going to say their brand of comedy, their sense of humor. And that is like such a huge compliment. That one really, when I hear that means a lot to me. It makes me feel really special because, I was a funny kid in high school and just had, my ideas of what was funny and put it in videos and hear all these other kids coming up through high school and whatever saying like, yeah, I thought that was funny too. And that, we're on the same page. I was like, that's so validating. It feels so good to be validated. So thank you, everybody.
I felt really bad. Like the few times I did help you guys with conventions pre-COVID, I would have people come up to me and be like, Mega64 has been part of my life. I love what you do. like, and I'll be like, that's not me. Like, I would feel really bad. I'd be like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But they would look at me like, what? So that's not me, that's him.
Mega64 is a part of all of our lives.
Yeah.
Life, it's a strange thing. And we're all in it together. It's like the Matrix, bro. We're all plugged into the same video game. Sometimes you don't realize it. We're all playing the same game.
All playing the same
simulation theory.
COVID game. Don't do it.
Johnny thought simulation theory
Don't do it.
Was the same thing as intelligent design.
Yeah.
And on a different podcast
it was one of my streams
talking about how much he loved intelligent design and supported it, which is like the idea that the Bible talks about, like the world was created in 7 days, and on the first day God said let there be light, and Johnny's like, yeah, that shit, I love that.
I knew I fucked up when someone in the chat was like, yeah, the chat does, you go Johnny, the chat doesn't have enough faith. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm saying the wrong thing, I think. Because in my head, intelligent design, I imagine like a scientist like putting together a simulation, a computer. I don't know why. So.
Why is intelligent design and simulation theory not overlapping? They should be.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, rewrite the Bible where God has a laptop and he's like coding it the whole time. And then Jesus is like, I don't know.
He's a tech guy. He's God's tech guy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not enough.
He's God's
nerd to make this joke work.
He's
clearly.
God's geek squad.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny. You're nerdy enough to pull this off.
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome to Quarantine Cast.
Welcome.
I guess this would be a good time to run the theme song.
Well, oh yeah, theme song.
As the earth is carbon bombed by poisons, I keep it safe, I keep it clean, I keep it here inside with Mega64antine.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
I do have on.
We're back.
Oh, sorry.
We're back. Yeah.
I do have on the first headline thing. I wrote. Do we need a new theme song? I feel like.
What are you talking about? The first headline thing? What do you?
Well, my first, the first thing on my agenda, I wrote new theme song.
As in, what do you mean? Do we need a new theme song?
Yeah, I mean,
people to make a new theme song.
I mean, I'm not in the current one, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, you edited it.
Yeah. Should I just like use the same song and make a new thing?
Definitely.
Okay. So you just saw it, the new theme song.
Well,
oh
no, I think they should have seen the old one.
Okay. Next week. New theme song.
You can put the new theme song here now.
Oh shit.
With Mega64antine.
I'm Johnny Weiss and I approve this message.
All right, then that's the new one.
Yeah, that was a new one.
Okay, so now people at home got a little bit of the old, got a little bit of the new. Something borrowed, something blue. We're ready to get married. We're ready to get on with the show.
Yeah.
New theme song, new cast of hosts,
New theme song,
new podcasts, new life, new year around the corner. 2021 coming up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's crazy to think about. That this year was just like
flushed down the toilet.
Fucked.
The lost year. Yeah. Are you doing Thanksgiving? Probably not.
No, I mean, none of my family's here, so I can't.
Is anyone in your family doing Thanksgiving?
I think my parents are divorced, so my dad, he has two sisters, and they've been just kind of like not living with each other, but if they want to go out, they'll just go to like each other's houses.
Are those your rich aunts?
Yeah.
Johnny has rich aunts.
I have rich aunts.
Johnny himself is not rich.
No,
but his aunts are.
Yeah, they got cool jobs, and they decided to move in together. People are always like, when I tell them that they're sisters, people are always like, oh yeah, they're sisters. I'm like, no, they're actually sisters. I don't.
So they're implying that these sisters who are actually sisters are lovers.
Yeah,
which is way worse.
Because people are usually like, your aunts? Like, what does that mean? I'm like, they're sisters. They like hanging. They're bros. But yeah, they hang out with each other.
They're sisters. They like hanging. They're bros.
They're bros.
They have the best of both worlds. They have it both ways.
Yeah.
What do they do for a living? I'm curious. I want to be rich, sister.
I don't even. know 100%.
This is the fucking problem with rich people. You're always like, how do you make your money? What do you do for a living? Like, I don't know. You know, it really is like random.
I think they both work for different banks. Like they're in like, you know, corporate
that makes sense.
positions at banks.
Got to go to where the money already is.
Yeah.
Got to go where they keep the money to figure out how to get the money. Exactly. You know what? Legitimately, my backup plan, if filmmaking ever didn't work out, you know what I would go do? You know what my dream job would be? Stockbroker.
Damn, really?
Legitimately.
Fuck.
I would quit making movies and just go shamelessly pursue making money. I feel like I like crunching numbers, and I like the idea of stocks as like an indicator or a thermometer for how society is doing.
Yeah.
Like if you really understand society and how everything is going, you can use that information to predict stocks. That is inherently fascinating to me.
Okay.
And then in addition to the fact that you're involved in an industry that is literally like the most money-filled industry in the world, there's something about it that is so alluring, and legitimately, like if I wasn't a filmmaker, I think I'd be a stockbroker. I think it's the second most interesting job to me.
I think, yeah, there's probably like an equal amount of stress and like getting things done. Yeah. I would assume.
It's not so much, you know, a kid just dreams of like, I just want to crunch numbers and be rich.
Yeah.
I just think that's a byproduct of what is already an interesting job, occupation. I don't know, stockbroker. I like the movie Boiler Room.
Oh.
You ever seen that movie?
No.
You ever seen the movie Glenn Ross? I just watched that one.
I've seen scenes of it, and that's about it. Because in film school, I took an acting class, and they made me watch scenes from that.
I don't want to have the job from those movies.
Yeah.
Those guys seem like they're criminals. Like they just call people up and try to get them to give them their money to invest in shitty stocks.
Like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. No, I don't want to be that.
No.
I would never want to be that guy. More like just legitimate, not a criminal. They only make movies about the criminals.
Like real life criminals too.
Yeah, they never make a movie about just like a good guy who did a good job and was successful, because that's boring.
Yeah.
You need conflict is the root of all drama.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
That's what they teach you in film school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
all right. Well, there is a point to this show. We're mumbling. We're rambling.
I'm mumbling. You're coming in clear.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, editing the last podcast, I was like, what is wrong with me? I can't project at all. I'm trying to right now, but we'll see.
Do you see? Nobody gives me credit. I'm a trained actor.
You are.
I started acting at the age of 8 years old. Did you know that? I really did.
Damn, were you in like
stage plays?
Oh, okay.
I was in stage plays, and then by 10, I did my first commercial for local radio station. And then launched Mega64 at 17, just because I'm just a creative guy. Like I just needed an outlet, and luckily it caught on, and I've been doing it ever since. So I have a lot of practice, let's say.
When I was a kid, I had to do like a stage thing for my class. I don't remember anything about it. All I remember is my mom had to write Milky Way on a white shirt, and I played the Milky Way in like this.
Hell yes.
And all I remember is having to do like that kind of dancing, like coming out like boom, 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 like shit like that. Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm the Milky Way galaxy. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you remember any lines?
No.
Oh, come on.
All I remember is my mom watching my mom write Milky Way on a shirt and being like, fuck.
How old were you?
Fuck. I don't remember, like 8 or 9.
Wow, that's pretty old. I mean, that's old enough to have some clear memories.
I remember like being on stage and like doing it in front of my class during lunch.
Yeah.
But I think I was so nervous I kind of just blocked it out.
Ask me anything about being 8 or 9. That's probably, I have the clearest memories of my life.
I remember like snippets.
Oh, shit. When does life become really clear for you in your memories? I can distinctly remember like halfway through kindergarten, it clicked on. And from that point on, like I got full record.
I
up until about college years where it starts to get fuzzy again.
I don't think I have a great memory because I don't remember like ages. Like I remember I have like snippets, but I can't tell you what age I was.
Interesting. I was born on a 5-year, 1985. And so my schooling always kind of lined up with I don't know, there's weird like dates in my age. I just always remembered that very well. Like in 91, I was 6 years old, 92, I was 7, and 93, I was 8. And I remember the grade I was in, the age I was in, and the things going on that year.
I remember
pretty clearly.
I remember like 99 because I felt like it took an eternity for it to become the year 2000 in my head. And then I remember being 13 because of my bar mitzvah shit. I felt like I was 13 for 900 years.
That's crazy. In 1999, I was a freshman in high school, and that went by real fast.
I think I just started, like, not middle school, like right before middle school.
5th grade?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You're not that far behind me.
Yeah.
You're not that far.
Yeah, because I remember 2001 because of 9/11, and that's about it.
Hell yeah. Now here we are in
Bringing it
2020.
down. Yeah.
Bringing it down,
global.
doing a coronavirus podcast. So now we're going to get into it. This
I
is
got
the
some
Quarantine
headlines.
Cast. We're going to talk about life in the pandemic, third wave, baby. I heard on the news that they are predicting that we can have as high as 2,000 deaths a day in December.
I don't like that.
Which would mean 60,000 deaths in December, which is crazy. That's the trajectory we are currently on. And so, I'll be honest, I have fallen off with coronavirus news.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get pulled back into it because third wave seems to be such a eminent thing. And it's probably going to be way worse than first wave. So I'm getting back into keeping up on coronavirus news.
I'm really scared because I saw how Canada has been doing really well until their Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, they had like a wave similar to our first wave right after Thanksgiving, and they were like pretty like normal. And it was like boom.
Yeah.
So that freaks me out for what's gonna happen after Thanksgiving here.
And then, did you hear that Dolly Parton donated $1 million?
I thought she got COVID.
No, she didn't get COVID. She saved the world from COVID.
Did she?
She donated $1 million to Moderna.
Oh, okay.
And they're the ones who've developed the latest vaccine, which is supposedly 95% effective.
Yeah, I have all that info here.
Hello, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. Dolly Parton rules.
Yeah.
I can't think of a reason to not like her.
She's awesome.
Honestly, even on she's got big boobs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm thinking, even like a materialistic, I'm going to be a shithead and criticize the way she looks. She's,
She's hot.
She's hot. She's cool. She's rich. She's generous. She's talented. She's nice. She's red-blooded American.
A couple of years
Nothing
ago.
wrong with that. She's the perfect lady. I wish she was younger, That's my only problem. She's old.
A couple of years ago, she was like...
She's still cool.
She is still cool. She was like, I've banked so much music for when I die.
Damn.
She was like, there will be albums released when I die. Like multiple.
Damn, she's smart too.
Yeah.
She's fucking smart.
So she like set up her family for when she goes. Like,
she's smarter than I am. That's for damn sure.
Smarter than me.
I mean, Dollywood.
Dude.
I'd say no more. All right. Anyways.
I have like some really dumb, like my first headline is so dumb.
Okay. So Johnny thought it'd be great for this show to just bring on some headlines.
Yeah.
Kind of sums up at a glance what's happening in the news cycle.
Yeah. I wanted to keep it broad.
I don't like to get political on this show. People don't believe me when I say that.
Yeah.
And then every opinion I say, they say is a political opinion, which it's not.
Yeah.
Because, I don't even like to vote. So you can't vote on my opinions. Therefore, they're not political.
Okay.
I just like to say that as a disclaimer before we get super political on this show. All right, hit me with these
I don't think I
headlines.
picked anything political this week.
Okay, good. Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
And so will the fans.
All right. First headline. This one, I just have no words for this, and I really want to know what you think. So, Pope Francis urged Catholics to pray that artificial intelligence and robots, quote, always serve mankind instead of stripping humanity of its, quote, dignity. And that was from the New York Post, said that.
What does that have to do with COVID?
Nothing. I just said I had a silly headline.
Oh, okay.
So Pope Francis is urging Catholics to pray that artificial intelligence doesn't kill us.
That's radical.
Right?
I love Pope Francis.
Yeah. I don't know if he did that just to get in the headlines, but like, that's a wild headline.
The Pope doesn't need to get in the headlines. He's the Pope.
Yeah, that made me realize we're living in the fucking future. That's like a Paul Verhoeven movie. The Pope prank, Robo Pope.
Yeah, you know, Pope Francis is a pretty intelligent. You know what? I want to say like he's a pretty hip guy.
Yeah.
He keeps up to date on what's in the news and what's in the trend, what's trending. And yeah, the Pope is concerned about Terminators showing
He
up
really
and
is
killing us.
Yeah.
And you know, is the Dalai Lama talking about that?
No.
Is I'm trying to think of another leader of a world religion. You know, is leader Scientology, David Miscavige, talking about AI? Well, he might be actually.
Yeah, he might.
I think L. Ron Hubbard covered a lot of that. Well, you know, everything Pope Francis does, I feel like, is pretty radical in a good way.
I think he's getting in before, like, because like if there's Terminators out there, are people really going to be like, "Thank you, God"? I feel like they're gonna, like, you know, not be as religious when there's Terminators out there. So I feel like he's getting in front of that and being like, "Let's pray that the Terminators don't take our faith away."
You know,
I don't know if that made any sense.
let me put it to you like this,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, and Johnny, you too.
Yeah.
Hear this. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
I know some things. Pope Francis and all the popes, he's basically like a world leader. He's basically like the president of all Catholics.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy has information that
Dude.
we don't have access to. Okay. If the Pope tells you, hey, everybody on Earth, pray that AI doesn't fucking take us over. He's fucking trying to tell you something.
Dude.
You better listen up.
Holy shit.
All right. Because the Pope knows some shit that we don't know.
Yeah.
The Pope has some dossiers and some reports, and maybe he even has some prophecies that we don't know about. So
That's true.
I've heard that the Vatican keeps a file on like all kinds of crazy shit, miracles that have happened that are unexplained, UFO sightings. They basically have like their own version of the X-Files.
Yo.
But it's like a religious version of it.
That's sick.
And they keep it as documentation of like miracles to prove the existence of God.
Okay.
You know, so they know some stuff we don't. I'm gonna repeat it. Let's pray that AI doesn't take us over. What's the next headline?
Okay. This one is a little political.
Here we go.
I'm kidding.
I just want to say for the record, I did vote for Trump.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No.
I want to say for the record, I'm not saying for the record who I voted for.
Yeah, me either.
I'm keeping this apolitical. Maybe I voted for Trump. Maybe I voted for Hillary. You don't know. What?
I don't know. I was just looking at the camera.
Go ahead.
Texas court rejects El Paso's COVID shutdown as city resorts to 10 mobile morgues. And that's from Newsweek.
Okay.
So the local court in Texas rejected them shut down as the need for not one, but 10 mobile morgues as deaths are on the rise, essentially. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It bummed me out when I read that headline. It may have been a weird one to choose, but
That's not a weird one to choose.
the concept of 10 mobile morgues really bummed me out.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about a mobile morgue.
Yeah,
know?
they did
What
this.
is a
This happened in New York as
what
well.
is a mobile morgue?
This happened in New
Mobile
York. They
morgue.
needed like meat
I remember, yeah.
meat packing trucks.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. All right, so now you're kind of answering my question.
Yeah, so-
I'm sitting here thinking like mobile morgue. Who comes up with this shit?
I
Like
think-
what kind of
yeah.
industry? You know what I want to be when I grow up? I'm going to be an inventor. What'd you invent? The mobile morgue. Like what? Where does this come from? And then you're like, no, it's a meat packing truck. It's
Yeah.
like, it all makes sense. We have too many dead bodies.
Yeah.
We need to store them, so we're going to put them on trucks. But you can't say we're putting them on meat packing
Yeah.
trucks because
Yeah.
that makes it look like we're just farm animals. Like
Yeah.
literally nobody gives a shit. We're being slaughtered like pigs and packed away. So
Mobile
we'll
morgue.
call it a mobile morgue.
It sounds like a Playmobil, like a kid's like Lego set. Mobile morgue.
Yeah. No, and I'm being facetious. I shouldn't sensationalize the whole thing like we're being treated like animals.
I mean, technically.
It sucks. Mobile morgue, that's crazy. I feel like it's just a sign of the times we live in. You know, I will say this, and I'm going to go on a tangent. I kind of like, outside of the disease and the death and the loss of jobs and all the hardship, things are getting a little bit shitty, rough around the edges in cities and stuff. And on some level, I kind of like it. Really? You know, hear me out.
Okay.
I know I'm already going to get shit for this. I'm sorry. I was driving down the highway the other day, and I saw that one of the highway signs was like covered in graffiti, like totally bombed. Like somebody had climbed up there and just annihilated this thing in graffiti.
Oh yeah.
But I thought it was kind of cool, you know. I kind of liked it. And I thought, like, you know, when times are good, I know that they have like people out here really guarding these signs and everything is like squeaky clean, but as times start to get bad, you know, you see more street art and stuff like this. And I don't know, there's just something. Am I alone on this? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like when I was watching movies and they would always take place in like 1970s New York.
Yeah.
And it was a little shitty and it was a little scary, but it was also a little cool. And now in 2020 America, things are getting a little shitty again and things are getting a little scary again, but they're also getting a little cool. It's like this trifecta. It comes together. The shittiness and the scariness brings a layer of like excitement. And on some level, I'm digging that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, what the graffiti things reminding me of like when the stuff with the Berlin Wall. Like there's always all those photos of like all the graffiti on that, and like that is such a like just seeing like a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
Like I understand what you're saying.
No, it brings out the culture of the city, of a people when times get tough. And I think, you know, that's the silver lining maybe of everything going on. And I really think that's cool. I think you see people doing stuff outside the box. I saw this news story about this woman who started to make money during the pandemic. She would sell grilled cheese sandwiches from her like apartment window.
Okay.
And would like use a pulley system and a basket just to like string them down to people on the street, and they'd put money in and then she'd string it back up.
Hell yeah.
That's like what the Lost Boys were doing in Hook when I was a kid. Like I always wanted to live in a society where you'd put stuff in baskets and you'd pull it back up. And now we're living it. And on some level, even though it's fucked up that is how she has to make money in 2020, on some level, I'm like, cool, dude, we have the basket society.
We have the basket
you
society.
know, like,
we have the
is
people.
Is that lame?
Yeah.
Is that dorky? Like,
no, I understand. Like, I mean,
on just it's just a silver lining of you see society falling apart and it's shitty, but then parts of it are just like, well, the ingenuity kind. I get a kick out of it. You know, how people cope.
Yeah.
How we all have to cope.
Like, I guess romanticizing it is a way of coping. Yeah, I think that's.
I know there's people out there that feel me. I know there's people out there that hate it. Maybe people prefer like squeaky clean society. Like, you know, I liked it a couple years ago when they were just turning everything into condos. I don't want to see.
I think this helped push that toward like our society towards that too, because like I feel like there's like a whole Amazonification of everything, and like the fact that like we, you know, some people don't want to leave their houses.
What do you mean Amazonification of everything? I
feel like I want that world where it's like we reject society and we're like spray painting everything, but I feel like I'm also afraid that like COVID kind of caused people to like regress into like, well, I'm ordering everything off my app. And like we're just like, you know, destroying society in a different way. I feel like I'm saying this wrong, but
no. I mean, it's just a conversation.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I'm not saying I want people to reject society and spray paint over it. No,
I do.
That's not what I'm saying.
I want that.
No, I think that I enjoy seeing what I feel is people becoming more of a community.
Yeah,
and even seeing more graffiti, I feel like is just a sign of, I don't know, just people's presence, like the real people's presence in the city. I don't like when I drive through a neighborhood and all the old buildings are knocked down and it's like brand new condos, which I feel is like every neighborhood in San Diego practically.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was a side tangent.
No, that was good. I like that.
What is the next headline you got for us?
We're
going to play a game, by the way, in a second. We're going to stop talking about boring. I got some
shit.
incoherence.
I suck at this game.
Yeah, you suck. We all suck at it. We're going to have a little fun. Let's do another headline and then we'll play some incoherence.
Okay. Well, I have like 3 left, but like 2 can become one. I'm going to start with the simpler one just because this one's silly. A study just came out that mouthwash is able to kill COVID-19 within 30 seconds of exposure.
Yo, I heard this. But now I've heard people complaining like, yeah, but using mouthwash just makes you sick.
Yeah, it's similar with using hand sanitizer. It just kills every form of bacteria, even the good ones. So it may kill COVID, but you might get the flu. Like, and our mouths are like, really prone to getting bacteria in them regardless. Like,
well,
but
you know what they say?
It kills COVID.
They say a dog's ass is cleaner than a human's mouth.
Yeah. I don't know how
and
true
if
that is,
you've ever
I've heard that before.
Kissed and made out with a dog's ass, you know that to be 100% true. If you've ever kissed and made out with a human's mouth, it could be
Same thing.
It could be disgusting.
It's worse, apparently.
Bad breath. You taste the food. You just way too much badness that could happen. Slime, ickiness.
There's so much slime in my mouth, dude.
I know people out there don't want to hear this. A dog's ass is so clean. Bad breath? No. Taste food? Taste nothing.
I mean, they're always licking it, so.
This is what now, by the way, I don't know any of this firsthand. I'm just speculating that this is what the researchers found out.
Yeah.
When they proclaimed that the dog's butt was cleaner than the human's mouth.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Every once in a while you hear something. Scientists found this out, and you think, how the fuck did they find that out? Like I was talking to Joy the other day, my lady, girlfriend Joy, and she's like, I heard once that trees communicate through their roots.
Okay.
And I was like,
too.
Yeah, because a scientist one time hooked his brain up to the roots of the tree and listened to what they were saying. Like, how do they know that? How do you even study that?
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, with the butthole thing, like, I assume they could just like swab a butthole and swab a mouth and like look under a microscope and be like, oh, there's less bacteria on the butthole swab than there was in the mouth swab. That's what I assume you could do. The tree thing, I don't fucking know how.
Well, your swab test sounds pretty smart, actually.
Right?
But I feel like you're only getting half of the necessary data.
Well, I mean, you got to swab it a lot, probably.
A swab could only tell you so much.
Yeah.
God gave us all the sensory equipment we need.
You gotta get
Think
up in
about
there.
this. God gave you the computer right up here and then gave you all the sensory input you need within 3 inches of it. Why do we got to bring a swab in?
Yeah.
Get in there.
Fucking scientists, get up in there.
I'm not a scientist, but give me... Whew.
Are there scientists that are like specifically for buttholes? Like, is that like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are they
proctologists?
Oh, I mean, isn't
that's
that
a butt doctor.
Oh, yeah.
But where do you think a proctologist gets all his information from? A proctologist or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, a buttologist. I don't know. that was the worst joke.
I was gonna make a bunch of heinous jokes about how I could thoroughly test a dog's butt with my face, but I was like, in the moment, maybe I'm getting older, but in the moment, I'm like, I don't need to do this to myself. I could spare myself. I'll save that for the Mega64 podcast.
Exactly.
Which is more appropriate venue for that. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe this could be a new section or like a new segment of like vaccine news. Should I make a vaccine news theme song? Okay, here's vaccine news. All right, we're back. I got a bunch of vaccine shit.
Hell yes.
Okay, so I think we talked about it a little bit before, but Moderna says its vaccine is 94.5% effectiveness in preventing COVID.
Thank you, Dolly Parton.
Together with Pfizer's vaccine, which also showed about 90% effectiveness.
Yeah, put them together. That's 180% effectiveness.
But then on top of that, the CEO of BioNTech said if big efforts are made to get people vaccinated in summer 2021, he said that we could have a normal winter.
So we're halfway out. We're halfway through it. We're over the hump.
That's
No.
yeah.
We're approaching the hump.
That's only if people agree to get vaccinated, though.
What are you holding your hand
Yeah,
up to me for? Do I need to spend a third week talking about my
that was a joke. I'm
views
sorry.
on vaccines? I'm excited, dude. I can't
Me
wait
too.
for the vaccine to be released. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Vaccine is the only way through this. So before we play this game, I want to take a moment and talk about our personal experience shopping this weekend in Purple Tier in San Diego. So
about that.
San Diego has been promoted to Purple Tier, which according to the California guidelines means that bars and restaurants and gyms and hair salons have to halt all indoor activity. They can still operate outdoors. Retail and essential businesses need to operate at 25% capacity.
Yes.
That took place on Saturday. Also on Saturday, Johnny and I went shopping for Pokemon cards and PS5 video games because we are grown man babies.
I mean, I might be. I think you're a normal person.
Thank you.
Who doesn't buy Pokemon cards.
Thank you. But I encourage you and enable you, so I'm just as bad.
Okay.
We went to Best Buy and we went to Target, and I fucking hated every minute of it.
Me too.
In fact, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. Like, why did we go to Target after we left Best Buy? Best Buy was already a nightmare, and it was already terrifying. And then we went to Target, and it was even fucking worse. And by the end of the day, and legitimately, I was telling people for a few days afterwards, I even told my mom, like, I might have COVID. I don't want to be sensational, but it was scary there.
It really was.
We walked out of there, and I was like, there's no way somebody in there didn't have COVID. And today, I feel like we're finally out of the window of infection, and I can breathe easy saying, like, oh my God, we survived Target and Best Buy.
I mean, I still have my smell.
But in San Diego, it's getting worse with infection rates. It's getting not scary, but concerning that everything is shutting down and that rates and outbreaks are going up. And this is what was happening to us on Saturday when we decided to go shopping.
Yeah.
So we go to Best Buy. I don't know if I can say that. We go to, Beast Buy. And as we're walking in, these two dudes are walking out carrying a TV, one dude in the front, one dude in the back.
Yeah.
Neither of them they have masks, but they're falling down. And the guy's like literally screaming in our face, like, oh my God, it's so heavy. And me and Johnny are just immediately like blasted, like, what the fuck? I mean, I have my mask on.
Yeah, I had
we're
mine
outside,
too. Yeah. But the guy, they were talking to each other, and one was they were both facing forward. And instead of like turning behind him to talk to the other guy, right, like forward yelling, and then we're walking towards them. So we definitely got a blast.
I understand you're out of the store, but you're still in the parking lot, and I'm walking into the store.
Yeah.
You just have the courtesy to not shout in my face when I'm walking past you.
And the thing that upset me was like they saw us coming, and their brains weren't like, oh, let us like move out of the way. And we tried to move out of the way like a little bit, but they homed in.
It's a
on
parking
us.
lot.
Yeah.
It was that situation, like we passed each other.
Yeah.
And they blasted us.
Yeah.
And then we go in there, and it was insanely packed. It was 25% capacity. How many people could fit in this Best Buy? Like 5,000 people, I felt like.
They weren't even stopping anyone from going in.
No. And it was like every single aisle had multiple people in it. So even trying to get to the section of the store you wanted to get to was like, oh, stop, turn around. Okay, someone's behind me. All right, trying to navigate. And then people are like carrying shit and moving shit back and forth. Strangely, no employees, just customers. So my problem with that place, and I wanted to get out of there quickly, but it was just really packed.
It was like hard to get out of there. Like I didn't want to the only way to get past people was like to get super close and like go around them.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. So I was like, try to find an aisle with no one in it, which was fucking impossible. Every aisle was filled with people.
It was insanely packed, and they didn't have anything that we needed. So we got out of there, and I was like, yo, there's no way that place didn't have at least one person with COVID. There were so many fucking people in there. It didn't seem like they were really enforcing or testing anything. But then we went to Target, and as we're walking into Target, a lot of people filtering in and out. And of course, there's like this homeless guy or crazy guy or both.
Yeah.
Not masked up, walking around, literally like talking to people, like shouting, like
screaming.
Hey, day, some woman came out and he was just like, hey, lady, how's it going? How's your day going, lady? What'd you buy in Target? And this guy is like, we're converging, you know? And I'm like, let's hold back. And we're like, now we get like 20 feet behind him and he goes right into the store. And I'm thinking there's no way anybody's going to talk to this guy and enforce a mask policy on him. Thankfully, when we walk in, I do see security. He's like talking into their walkie-talkie, and this guy's in the corner, like putting something over his face.
Yeah.
We're looking for Pokemon cards in video games. And I think, like, I don't know what this guy is in here for, but I'm going to the fuck away from him. He's in the women's clothing section now. Let's go upstairs. I swear to God, I'm upstairs maybe 30 seconds. I see this guy like zipping across the back aisleway upstairs. Yeah. No mask on, still talking to people. Yo, I couldn't go anywhere without seeing this guy like crawling over some rafter.
He was doing this. Like down low.
Or slinking around some car. It was like he was following us. I could always hear him. So he walks across in front of me. We're upstairs like looking at video games. I got Dark Souls and Call of Duty. I talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
This guy walks by behind us with two kids, and the kid lets out the biggest fucking cough on earth from underneath his mask. And the dad literally like... The kid's standing behind me, and the dad looks over his shoulder, just goes, yo, you can't be coughing like that.
It was like a whooping cough.
And I'm like wide-eyed with my mask on. I just turned to Johnny like, what the fuck?
I was like, it's fine, he's a kid. And then you were like, I don't care.
I don't give a... It's worse. They're the super spreaders.
They're the super spreaders.
I couldn't wait to get out of there. After we made our purchase, there were some internet soldiers working at Target, actually. Shouts out. Thank you for helping us getting those games. It was actually a wonderful experience talking to those guys about PS5, customers aside. And as we're coming out, we're leaving. We're coming down the escalator. This is unrelated to COVID, but what's up with this? The woman in front of us got off at the bottom of the escalator and then was on her phone and just stopped walking. Was texting somebody. And literally, I had to say, excuse me, excuse us, ma'am. We're on the escalator behind you.
Yeah.
Like, I had to explain. The floor has stopped moving. You will have to use your legs now. It was just a lot going on in that Target.
Yeah, that metal landing at the end, like she was just there. She's just standing there.
Like literally took one step off the escalator and stopped. And everybody else is coming down behind her. What is happening?
You have to be so not self-aware.
She must not have left her house for the past 8 months, and she literally forgot how escalators work. Like, the staircase stopped moving me. I was on my phone. I'm sorry. I almost fell on her. I didn't want to touch her.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
After everything that had happened, I just wanted to get out of there, and she had stopped walking. Okay, so incoherent. Is that all that has to be said? That's purple tier in San Diego as of this weekend. I haven't gone to a store since then, and I've really since then been limiting my contact with people and letting everybody know, like, yo, I keep your distance from me because I don't know how I feel about my exposure level. But now that was enough time where I think I'm safe now.
I think every restaurant owner in San Diego has decided to not close because they're fucking angry and they're refusing to close.
Dude, yes, let's talk about that. By the way, for people who don't know, here in San Diego, I don't know how it is in your city. We're supposed to be closing down, like I just explained. The news is interviewing business owners who will not be closing down.
Yeah.
And I was expecting, I sell motorcycles and guns. Let them try to close me down. I was expecting businesses like that. No, it was like the museums in Balboa Park, which is our central park here in San Diego. The museums are like, we will not be shutting down.
We're not shutting down.
We don't think that. We don't support the decision, and we're safe. We're open. Come look at our exhibits. And I'm like, damn, the museums are staying open. Now, it was the Air and Space Museum. It was the Airplane Museum here in San Diego. It wasn't the Viral Pandemic and Disease Museum. They closed down.
Yeah, they're done.
They're like, don't come near us. Wash your hands.
It's hard because all these restaurant stores,
the food stores.
Yeah, all these food store owners are keep pointing because like Gavin Newsom a couple weeks ago was caught like at a party or something, and everyone's like, "See, look at this guy, he's partying, and we have to shut down. And I have to like lose my business." So like I feel like it's a wild time. I don't know what my point was with that, but
we're gonna see how it all shakes out.
Yeah.
Everybody, at the end of the day, it's everybody's own personal responsibility to make sure that they themselves are healthy and safe. And so,
yeah.
Look out for yourself, everybody. Do what you have to do to take care of yourself. Let's play a little incoherence just to pass the time.
Sure.
Was there anything else you want to talk about?
I have questions, but if you'd rather play this, I'm down.
Yeah, incoherence. So, there's not really any rules to this game.
Yeah,
you're
we
just
played it
supposed to
before.
guess what this is. It's a pop culture reference. The yellow cards are pop culture references. They give you some words that sound like what you're trying to guess. This is 4 words. Nobody out there can see that, but it's Bin Joe Wad Shin.
Binjo Wadshin. What was the
Bin Joe Wad Shin.
I suck at this game. Ugh,
All right, hold on. I think this could be fun.
Banjo Wagon. Oh, do you want to bring it up to close to them?
I want to bring it up. I don't know if it'll. Let me see if I can show the people at home what the solution is.
Well, I'll see it on the camera.
No, you don't look.
No.
Never mind. All right, Johnny. I'm so stupid. You'll edit in.
Yeah.
Johnny's gonna put on screen what the solution really is. Okay. We'll start the timer. Binjo Wad Shin. Binjo Wad Shin. Binjo. I know what it is. You know, let me know if you got to guess.
Something wagon. Binjo Wagon. I don't know. I can't.
Binge watching.
Really?
Binjo Wad Shin. Binge watching.
Damn, that was bad.
Yep. Boom. That's 1 point for me.
Someone needs to fix that card.
All right. We'll do 3. So you can pick the red one, which I think is sex, and the blue one I think is party, and then yellow is pop culture.
I liked pop culture, so I'm going to keep going for that.
First one to get 3 points wins.
Okay. This one is Seton 01 Heifer. I'm not going to look. Maybe I can
let me see it.
zoom it in.
Let me see it. No, we'll put it on screen. We'll put on screen what our clue is and what the answer is. Seton 01 Heifer. Seton 01 Heifer. 01 Heifer. 01 Heifer.
I don't know.
1 heifer. 1 heifer. 01. Seton. All right, I'm gonna start the timer now.
Okay.
Seton.
My brain.
All right, there is a hint. Should we look at the hint?
Sure.
Do
you see the answer?
No. The least funny way to make a sarcastic comment.
Okay. Set on
a one.
Don't know.
Heifer.
Don't know.
Set on.
Seton.
This is so stupid.
This is the worst.
All right, I give up.
Me too.
It is. Said no one ever. Oh my fucking god, that sucks.
Dude,
That's
we picked the
bullshit.
worst cards in this
That's
whole
bullshit.
fucking
All right.
pack.
Okay, I'm gonna do a sexy one now.
Sexy.
I have a feeling I'm gonna win this though. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't call Perry. You see that?
Didn't call Perry. What?
I know what it is. I already know what it is.
Perry?
I already got this.
Didn't call Perry? I don't know.
Dingleberry.
Oh.
Dingleberry. That's 2 for me.
Wow. I suck.
All right, we're gonna do party now. Oops. Okay.
Got him out.
Got him out.
Is that just it? Got him out?
No.
As party?
Well, I've already looked at the answer now.
Wow. Cheater.
And there's no way you're gonna get this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Got.
I'll give you the hint. Need water.
Need water?
Yeah.
Got him out. Got him out. Got him. Need water? I don't know. I really don't know.
Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth. What the fuck?
Stupid.
Dude, why do we keep picking the worst ones?
All right, we'll go back to pop culture here.
Oh, I saw it.
All right, then you can give me the clue.
Okay. It is
Wait, let me see. Hold on. Race sore perm. Razor burn.
Yeah.
Ah, that's 3. I
Win.
win. Woo! That was too easy. All right, you want to do one more?
Sure.
Final one from the sex category.
I'm a G at that category.
Bus seal hick king. Bus seal
Basil.
hick king. Hicking.
It's some fucking weird sex term. Hicking reminds me of hickey though.
Bus seal hicking. Licking. Butt licking.
Oh, butthole licking.
Bus seal licking.
Butthole licking.
Do you think it's butthole licking?
Yeah.
Bus seal licking.
Pussy licking. I don't know.
Bus seal. I think it is pussy licking.
Is it pussy licking?
I don't know. I don't know, but it might
If
be.
it's either of them, I win.
Bus seal hicking. Bus seal licking.
I think it's butthole licking.
I think it's, oh shit, dude.
Ass eater from way back.
Bro!
Was it? It's pussy licking. I guessed it. At least I guessed.
Oh, you were so good. Hold on. The hint is kinky cat, a scientific term used to describe how cats bathe themselves. Oh, wow. That was lewd.
Lewd cast.
Oh, well.
Straight cast.
That was cool. I
Yeah.
think we can I'll probably wrap this up.
Sure.
Right? What else is there to say?
I mean, we have a question.
Okay, yeah, let's do some questions. Hey, guys, go to shop.mega64.com. Support
Yeah.
what we do here. Go to patreon.com/mega64. And you know what? Share our videos, please. We put out a new PlayStation 5 destruction video.
Yeah, check that out.
This week. Check it out. I'm sorry if people got offended by it, if your feelings were hurt. Tune in to this week's podcast for the full discussion about it. And you might even have to read some of those comments
Yeah.
about this this controversial video we've made. Okay. Oh, and if you want to send us a
anything,
question, yeah, go ahead.
So if you want to send us a question, just send it to Johnny at mega64.com. If you want to send anything to the PO box addressed to Quarantine Cast, maybe we could do that too. But I'll just do one question.
Sure.
Because we're running low on questions here. I like this one. Yo, dogs, do you think we'll get another stimulus in the next few months? What do you think we'll get? And what do you think we should get? From Nordy.
I think a stimulus would be nice.
Yeah.
I like the past stimulus. I would like another stimulus.
Yeah, me
sure,
too.
why not? Do I think we'll get it? No, I don't.
Me either.
What do I think we'll get? $0.
Not until bitch McConnell dies.
Yeah, isn't it funny?
know.
Like nobody likes that guy, and he's still going. It would be nice, but it ain't gonna happen, and I am not expecting the government to give us any. I was amazed they did it the first time, to be honest.
You know what? I think maybe if Biden becomes our president, I don't know if the election's rigged or not, but if he does become,
You don't know if the election
Yeah.
is rigged or not. I'll let you figure that out on your own time.
if Biden becomes our president, I think something would happen. It might. He's already come out like.
I don't. I really don't.
He's already saying he wants to put like $10K towards people's student debt, which I don't think is enough, but it's a start. But if he's willing to put $10K towards student debt, I think they could put like $2K.
I don't think
give
the
us 2K.
president has the power to really affect domestic life on
Yeah.
that level. I think the president's power mostly lies with interacting with other countries and leaders of other countries. And it's Congress and the Senate and the House of Representatives and the legislative branch that like has more power on a domestic level. So anything the president is promising, that's cool. But there's so many other people involved.
Yeah.
I'm not holding my breath for any of that. I think there's going to be a lot of bickering and general fucking up of the situation and a lack of help for people out here. That's what I am expecting personally.
Is there no like? I mean, I'm. This might be showing how dumb I am, but there's no like executive orders that can be done. It's like this is happening, but no, I don't. I think I just answered my own question. I don't think that's a thing, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think anything Biden tries to do is going to be really hard fought.
Yeah, Obama 2.0.
Great. Perfect.
Okay. Well, that's all I have to say.
But what would I like to get?
Yeah.
You know what? $1,500 a month for 2 months would pretty much clear up this whole shebang.
Yeah, if everything closed down and we committed to that, I think so.
Yep. In addition, that's not going to be enough for some people. That's going to be more than enough for others. And it's just going to be a little bit of a help for most. But I think you give people that, and you tell them, don't come outside. You pay me $1,500. I'll do what you say.
Yeah.
Don't leave the house. Here's $1,500. You got it, chief.
Yeah, that's my job at that point.
Yeah. Playing PS4 is my job at that point.
PS5.
Well, for you, I'm talking about the common man.
Yeah.
Not everybody's as bougie as you are, Johnny. Didn't guess the price of the PS5 and get a free one. Wouldn't that be nice? And maybe, who knows? It happened once. We got 1,200. I'm saying a little bit more and give it to us twice. Damn, if they would have done that the first time, we'd be out of this mess.
I don't think we'd be out of it, but it definitely wouldn't be as bad.
We'd be just like New Zealand, back to normal, 100% clear.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was a good question. Thank you. Thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you.
I think that's a good episode. I think that's good enough. We're going to end it there. What else is there to be said? Coronavirus is still happening. Wear a mask. God dang it. Wear a mask.
Wear a mask. Thank you for
stop,
watching.
Stop fucking coughing on each other. What the fuck, America? What's your problem? All these people going to church. Hey, man. This is my right to be here. Stop coughing on each other. Jesus Christ. We're trying to end this shit. Fucking stay at home with that godforsaken cough.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Good night.
Good night.